Hey family, it's Ray, and I'm back with another word. I pray that you guys have been blessed and that this word finds you in good spirits. So, the title of this word that I have today is That Rejection Led You Right into Your Inheritance, Double for You. And so, this comes from a dream that I had on March 27th of this year. In this dream, I was walking in a neighborhood and I was going to a specific place looking for a specific person. I was calling this person's name as I was walking down the street. I couldn't remember the name when I woke up, but in the dream, I was familiar with this person. I saw myself standing on the porch of a home, and I was knocking on the door waiting for him to open it. He came to the door initially, and we spoke about something, but then he closed the door while I was still standing there, and then went to the window next to the front door and pulled the curtain back to look at me out the window, laughing. I felt settled and unbothered and was standing there with my arms crossed. Then I turned and looked over my shoulder and saw two newly constructed multi-story homes that weren't there when the dream first started. They were freshly built homes, still had tape on the outside of the windows and dirt around the homes from the construction. And that was it. The message that the Lord gave me for this dream was that this person you were in connection with rejected you, and they did it on purpose. This house or this door could have been a relationship, a partnership, it could have been themselves, but it was something specific to an individual in their choice not to grant you access, not to let you in, not to take you up on that offer, not to connect with you on things of that nature. So they rejected you and offer an opportunity or proposal that you brought to them. And this was a power move for them, a control tactic. And this person actually wanted the rejection to hurt you, to discourage you, to tear you down in some way. And they thought it was funny. They wanted to see how you react, hence him going to the window and looking out, smiling and laughing. They had selfish intentions and ill motives when it came to you, and there was a specific plan of the enemy this person was intending to carry out against you. I specifically remember his beady eyes. The point of view went to a close-up of his eyes as he was staring out the window, and it reminded me of those two roaming eyeball emojis, and it was something about his eyes that gave like a low-key, like evil, petty type of vibe. Like he was excitedly watching with intent, hoping for a specific reaction, or just the excitement of the opportunity he took to reject me in this dream. Like he got a thrill out of it. At this point, I was reminded of the phrase, the eyes are the window to the soul. And so the evilness in this person's eyes was a reflection of what was actually in their heart and the spirit that they were operating out of. And so I stood there unbothered and looked over my shoulder and saw two huge newly built homes. This person rejecting you was literally for your good, even if they didn't know or understand. You were meant for more and greater than what came with that person. That is why God allowed it, and when you were never meant to settle there, you literally would have been settling. As you departed, you stepped out on a journey, and that journey has led you to your land, your inheritance. What and who the devil tried to use in sin to tear you down and dishonor you was the very situation the Father used to order your steps to the true blessings and gifts he already had in store for you, which was first salvation and then every good thing that comes with and from the Father. For all the trouble you endured, shame you carried, evil that came against you, and trials and tests you've overcome, the Lord is repaying you double. Notice that in those lots that were empty in the beginning of the dream, not just one, but two houses sprung up in those lots. For some, this is literally two blessings, two gifts, or two promises about to be filled in your life. The Lord took me back to the person rejecting in the beginning of the dream in order to show where you started, and that you come to your appointed time, to specifically remind you that he has not forgotten a thing when it concerns you, and wants you to know he loves you and your time has come to receive your good things. So the Lord led me to Isaiah 61 verse 7. I read it in the New King James Version and the Message Version. So the New King James Version says, instead of your shame you shall have double honor, and instead of confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess double. Everlasting joy shall be theirs. And in the Message Version it says, because you got a double dose of trouble and more than your share of contempt, your inheritance in the land will be doubled and your joy go on forever. And he led me to look up the definition of contempt in it. That means the feeling that a person or a thing is beneath consideration, worthless, or deserving scorn, which I felt was a perfect description of how the guy treated me in this dream. So again, that said, because you got a double dose of trouble and more than your share of contempt, your inheritance in the land will be doubled and your joy go on forever. And then the next scripture was Revelation 3 verse 7 through 9. And the angel of the church in Philadelphia wrote, these things says he who is holy, he who is true, he who has the key of David, he who opens and no one shuts, and shuts and no one opens. I know your works. See, I have set before you an open door, and no one can shut it, For you have a little strength, have kept my word, and have not denied my name. Indeed, I will make those of the synagogue of Satan, who say they are Jews and are not, but lie. Indeed, I will make them come and worship before your feet, and to know that I have loved you. Okay, and so you are about to possess double in your land. The Lord has not forgotten you. The Lord actually has remembered you. And I came across this double rainbow on April 11th of this year, 2024, as I was leaving work, and I was almost home. I was just getting off the exit to go to be at home, and it was raining really bad when I left work, and all that week, and even really that day, it was like I was just coming up under attack in the natural, like with people, and just in the spirit, like with energy, just feeling weighed down and drained, and just all these different things. And right before I looked up and I saw this rainbow, the rain was so hard and heavy to the point where I pretty much couldn't see. I had my wipers on like full speed and everything. The raindrops were so big. It was just so heavy and so fast that I pretty much could not, for the most part, see. There was no sun. The sky was all gray. In that same moment, I was just praying about like my situation, and I was just saying, Lord, I know something's coming. I know something's coming. And I looked up through the windshield, and a huge rainbow was just sitting there. And this rainbow was bold. It was just fully bold and bright. The colors were just, it was just there. And the rain at that very moment, the rain went from like pellets to almost like a drizzle. And then so I could see enough. It was clear now, so I could see the rainbow. The other thing that caught my attention was that I could see both ends of the rainbow. A lot of times I could only see like a part of the arch or something like that. This time I could see from end to end of the rainbow. And then I noticed when I pulled my phone out to record, I noticed that it was two rainbows. So there's one that was really, really bold, and there's a lighter one in front of it. And that reminded me of this word actually. But I knew that the Lord was speaking to me or confirming exactly what I had just said. I know something is near. I know something's coming. I know something's coming. So I put that in here as well, just as confirmation for somebody, or for a few of you who this word is for, that the Lord again has not forgotten you. He's seen everything that you have endured. He knows the things that have come up against you. He has seen your hard work. He's seen your dedication. He's proud of you, and he's just further confirming that double portion. Like I said, this was a double rainbow. He's further confirming that double portion that he's about to release into your life. And he's also just reminding you of his promise. He knows what he's promised you. He remembers what he's promised you, and those things are on the way to you. Okay, and so I pray this word reach who it was for, and I pray this word bless who it was for. If you know anyone who needs to hear this word, please feel free to share this word with them. Take this word back to the Lord and test the spirit behind this word. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified of any future uploads when I post. And I'll be back soon with another word. Bye.